Welcome to another video production from Slater Dozier Railroad Media. In this video, you will see action across Upstate South Carolina from the Greenville and Western, Pickens, and Norfolk Southern railroads. We start this video on the morning of April 21st, 2023 in Williamston, South Carolina on the Greenville and Western. After locating the train at their yard in Belton, I would follow it to Williamston and film the northbound train there. The Greenville and Western Railroad is one of two short-line railroads in upstate South Carolina that use antique diesels for their motive power. On Greenville and Western train Z590, GRLW 4204, a former Santa Fe GP30, would lead GRLW 3752, a former Baltimore and Ohio GP9 High Hood, through Williamston to the CSX interchange in Pelzer, South Carolina. About an hour later, GRLW 3752 would lead the train back south. High Hood GP9s operating outside of museums are hard to come by in this day and age, so I was very excited to chase this engine south on the former Piedmont and Northern trackage. I would beat the train to a crossing in Cheddar, South Carolina, where I would get a short video of the train heading south. My last catch of the Greenville and Western would be in Belton, South Carolina, north of their yard. I would take advantage of a bridge crossing the railroad to get some excellent photos of GRLW 3752 leading train Z590 south. The Pickens Railroad is a short line that needs no introduction, being well known by rail fans everywhere for their former CSX U18B diesels that still bear the old CSX maintenance of way paint scheme. I arrived back in Belton to find that the Pickens Belton job was waiting at the interchange for Greenville and Western Z590. After driving around, I would get lucky with being the first vehicle at the crossing to watch PICK 9508 lead PICK 9502 over the crossing with one boxcar in tow to be interchanged to the Greenville and Western. After taking a break for lunch, I would catch the Pickens Belton job heading towards Honia Path with both engines sandwiched in between cars. Honia Path is the end of the line for the former Southern Railway trackage that used to go all the way to Greenwood, South Carolina. After finishing work in Honia Path, the Belton job would return to their namesake town to interchange with the Greenville and Western once again before beginning their journey back to Anderson, South Carolina. Belton is milepost 0 on this former trackage of the Southern Railway, because two former Southern Railway lines used to form a junction here, with the old V line going to Greenville, South Carolina, and the Z line going to Seneca, South Carolina. Today, the V line ends in Piedmont, South Carolina, and while Norfolk Southern still operates on the Z line, they only operate the Z line from Seneca to Anderson, while the Pickens operates the remainder of the Z line from Anderson and the surrounding areas to Honia Path. I would catch the Pickens again near an old rock factory outside of Anderson, South Carolina, with PICK 9502 leading the way back to Anderson. I would catch the Pickens Belton job one more time outside of Anderson at the Highway 29 Railroad crossing. I would then turn my attention to Norfolk Southern's Greenville district, knowing there were trains running that afternoon. I would stop in central South Carolina, which is one of my favorite spots on the Greenville district, to wait on NS 283, an intermodal train bound for Burlington Northern Santa Fe in Memphis, Tennessee, and eventually San Bernardino, California. NS 283 would come to a stop in downtown Central, indicating that there was another train coming on the second track. Sure enough, NS 45R, which is a rerouted grain train from Gainesville, Georgia, would roll through Central on its way to its destination of Mansfield, Ohio. Would depart Central once 45R had passed. Once both trains had departed Central, I would head south to Seneca, South Carolina. I would be surprised to find NS 283 stopped in downtown Seneca for another train meet, this time with northbound mixed freight NS 154. One of 154's mid-train DPUs would be UP6916, a C44 ACM rebuild fresh out of Fort Worth, Texas. From what I was able to gather, it had only been a week or two since UP6916 had been released from Wabtec's Fort Worth shops at the time of this video. After 154 cleared Seneca, I would get another video of NS 283 continuing its journey south. I had marked getting the Greenville and Western and the Pickens off of my bucket list earlier in the day, and another opportunity to make my bucket list shorter would come later that afternoon in the form of local NS P45. While I have filmed this train before, this was my first time filming this train operating on the Seneca to Anderson portion of the NSZ line. The power for this local would be GP60 NS7138, GP38-2 NS5622, and GP60 NS7120. On the outskirts of Pendleton, South Carolina, P45 would roll by at track speed as the daylight began to fade.